Next, we need to use interfacing in another places. We will use it in a pocket entrance. So it's not clear yet, but the places where we made cut, these are the pocket entrances. And we use interfacing in two situations. First situation, when we need your fabric more hold the shape, for example, for waistband, for collars, for coats in some places. And second situation why we use fleecy linen or interfacing where we want to prevent fabric from stretching. So the pocket, this is something that you use a lot, so you move your hand in and out all the time. So with time it will stretch out. We don't want this, we want it to stay the same, beautiful. And we use fleecy linen interfacing to prevent fabric in this place from stretching. So what I did, I cut out from the same piece, big piece, I made 1.5 centimeter wide strip, and I just need to attach it between my two cuts. So this one cut and this is second one, maybe it's not super good visible, and I need like 1 centimeter extra on each side, so a little bit bigger, approximately 1 centimeter. And I need, I think, 8 pieces. So I measured how much I need and I cut out 8 the same pieces. Okay, the rest I will do later. And what we do again with the side that has dots, we attach it to the wrong side, so less bright, to place between my marks. And actually we go a little bit out, so like 1 centimeter before the mark. If it's turning, you also turn it, I mean the shape of the skirt. And you wait 8 seconds to make sure it's really good attached. Okay, so this is how it looks. I have mark here and I have mark here. So we attach it everywhere on the front, back details where we have cuts, and also pocket details. We also have cuts here, and you attach it again to the wrong side. Dots go down, so I attach it like this to the edge of my fabric and wait 8 seconds. I will show you the final result later. Okay, so I attached interfacing. I have 4 pocket details, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have my front detail. It was on fold, that's why it's 2 times symmetrical. I have 2 pieces here, and I have my back detail. It's 2 separate details, and I have 2 pieces here. So for now, that's it with interfacing. Next, what we have to do is to attach the pockets. So we have places where we have interface, and this is entrance for our pocket. I want you to understand the idea. So this is my front detail. This is my front detail. Here I have interface, and this will be the entrance. And this is my pocket detail. So this point is top, because imagine my skirt is a bit mini skirt, it's a small one, but your hand goes like this. So this space is for your fingers, for your hand. Yes, so this one will be the bottom and this one will be the top. So what we do, we have the cuts that we have, this is beginning and end of the entrance of the pocket. And we have cuts here. So beautiful side to beautiful side, I take the one detail of pocket and make sure it is connected right, so this will be the button. If I try to connect, for example here, beautiful to beautiful, then it's not correct, because this has to be top, it has to be like this, right? So we connect, we make sure it's correct, and So the edge with interfacing here and here, they go together. And I match my cuts. So I have cuts that we did before. You can see this one, for example, and this one. So they have to match. And I pin my detail one to another. So here. And the second cut also, you see it's matching. And I pin it here too. And a couple more pins in between. The shape is a bit round, but we need to make sure that edges are together, they're matching. So we move fabric a little bit to make sure the pocket is also becomes a bit curvy. It depends on the size. So if you're gonna make your size, normally it will be just straight line. So please look, beautiful side here and here, beautiful to beautiful. I attach my pocket. I make sure that this space for my hand here, it's on its button. Yes, this is top of my pocket. Interfacing here and here, they're matching, and the cuts are matching. Yes, and we attach the same way all the pocket details, beautiful side to beautiful, to all the entrances here, following the same idea. I attached the pocket details, so I have two on my front detail, and the same I have one on my one back detail and one on my another back detail. Now what we have to do, we have to go with straight stitch from one cut. I'm gonna draw a line so it's more visible, till another cut. So we go with distance 1 centimeter, seam allowance is 1 centimeter, so the line will be approximately here. I already can understand without measuring where is 1 centimeter. So you go back stitch, then straight and back stitch. So from one cut till another cut. We already did it in the last lesson. If you don't have a line, just focus on the right side of the foot and make sure you have around 2 centimeters here extra. Together it will be 1 centimeter. Okay, so forward, back, and everything goes up. We repeat these steps with all 4 pocket details, and after I will show you what we have to do. Okay, I attached all the pocket details with straight stitch from the cut till the cut, and now I have to make it flat, so I go from the top and press it. And next what I have to do, I have to press my pocket detail like this, so it will be on the same side with my 2 seam allowances, you see. So my seam, let's put it like this. So seam allowance on the right side, and I move my pocket also to the right side, and I make sure I stretch it out so it's not folded, and I press it with iron. This is how it looks from the wrong side, so everything on this side. Yes, we repeat the same with all the details, and next we go to the sewing machine. And what I have to do, I have to go with straight stitch on the top of my pocket detail, so with distance 2 millimeters approximately from the fold, from the stitch, I go on the pocket detail, so on this detail from the cut, but it's hard to see. It's okay if you, yeah, actually we can see where we have connection. So from this place till here with straight stitch and back stitch at the beginning and the end. So I went with straight stitch with back stitch at the beginning and the end, and as you can see, I am on my pocket side. So I went 2 millimeters from this fold on the pocket side, and this stitch connects the pocket detail and all the seam allowances that we have. So all the seam allowances, they have to be on the pocket side. The other thing that we have to go with zigzag here, it's easier actually to do before we go with this stitch, so we'll write a reminder for you before this moment. I want to show you how it has to be. So zigzag here we have 1 layer, but here we go 2 layers together. So zigzag goes between the skirt layer and also pocket together, and here small piece again, only 1 layer. Next, what we have to do, we went with straight stitch everywhere, all the 4 details, and now I have to iron my pocket detail inside, and this fold, the stitch has to be a little bit 1 millimeter inside. I will show you why we do this, and I press it with iron. So this is the stitch, it's inside. In this case, on the right side, the visible side, we don't see anything, no stitches, nothing, just beautiful fold, and that's it. So all the stitches are on this side. We repeat the same with all the details that we have. So I have my front detail with pockets attached. This is how it looks. One big detail, this is front, right? And this is how it looks from the wrong side, not beautiful side. And I also have 2 back details, also with pocket attached. And what I have to do now, I need to connect the beautiful side to beautiful. So we connect front and back between each other. And what is the difference now? Because we have a pocket, before we would just make 1 stitch and connect the sides, right? But here we need to leave an opening for the pocket, so it will be 1 small stitch on the top, and then we have opening, and then again stitch from the pocket till the bottom, so it will be 2 stitches now. So I connected it, I pin it from beautiful side to beautiful side, and first I pin the bottom and the top of the skirt, so I know that they are aligned, and after that I pin details between. And look, this is important now. So we attached pocket with 2 stitches, so you see 2 stitches next to each other, and you need to pay attention to the most inside stitch. So the one is closer to the middle of the skirt, this one. Yes, pay attention to this. What is tricky now, you have to make sure that this stitch on both sides, it's on 1 line. So I use pin, I pin next to this stitch, and on the other side I have to see this pin coming out also next to this stitch. This is how I do this, yes. So just next to this stitch, and I check that on the other side it's also next to this line, and I check it's okay, and I just pin it normally. Let's try with the other side. Again, the most inside stitch closer to the middle, I pin it, and now look, my pin came out completely in different place. This is not good. We have to fix it. So I have to remove this pin now. I remove this pin, I move the fabric a bit, and I check again. So I pin again till the moment that they are on 1 line. So my pin is next to the stitch on another side. Now it's fine, now it's good, and I normally pin 2 layers of fabric. And again, we have to make 2 stitches from, just mark for yourself from here till the end. And the other thing that this stitch has to be also a bit inside, so 2 millimeters more inside than the previous one. So I'm making a line, so it's like 2 millimeters more inside, so it will be 3 stitches next to each other. Maybe it's not clear, but now it will be clear. So this is my final result. I have stitch here, straight stitch, and here this is opening, and it's important that this stitch goes a bit inside from these two, you see, and the same here, this one more inside than these two. The same has to be on another side, these two, and then this one more inside in here. Why do we do this? Let's go with iron a little bit on these small pieces, and then if we look at my pocket from the beautiful side, we still have an opening here, but it looks like a pocket already. So all these stitches are inside and not visible. This was our goal. And what we do next, we iron the seam allowance. We press it to the, yeah, let's press it for now in 2 sides, like flat, like this. Make it flat, and the same here. Okay, next step for us, we pin 2 pocket details and we go with straight stitch. Let's do it together. So I just make sure the pocket details do not move. And now I go for with straight stitch. Okay, how do we start? So we start from this stitch. So zigzag 1, 2, the second one. So we start with distance 1 centimeter. From the second one we go around like this, and we finish with the, I would say, middle one. So we have 3 stitches, the middle one. Yes, 1, 2, 3. So the second one we stop here with back stitch. So I went with straight stitch. I went even a bit further. It's okay. It's it's not, you don't have to be super exact, but perfect if you go from the middle stitch. But I started from here by accident, and then I finished here, and then I went with zigzag. I finished the edge with zigzag, and our pocket is ready. Again, we press it with iron, and if we look from the beautiful side, it will be a pocket. And the only thing, we iron it on the front detail. So front detail, the one that is big, 2 big connected pieces. So we have to press everything to the side of front. Okay. Seam allowance and pocket itself, everything to the front. Let's take a look how it looks from here. Okay, also iron it from here. The skirt is small, that's why it's a bit complicated, but with your size it will be easier. So our pocket is almost invisible, but it's here. So this is the opening, and this is space for my hand. Yes. Now you have to repeat all the steps for second side, for your second pocket. This is how the pocket looks. Okay.